YouTube, what's up? Hi you guys, Blue Witch here. So this video is going to be about what to expect when I'm casting a love spell for you. I'm going to do separate videos. This one is about the love spell, okay? So when I do a comeback love binding obsession spell, this is what you can expect, okay? First, you're going to go through the process of, getting with me through email, bluewitch379@gmail.com, and letting me know, like, a little bit about what happened so that I know how to tweak your spell. Letting me know, like, just a little bit of the situation. I don't need to know, like, that you met in 7th grade and you're, I don't need to know everything, just the problem, so that I know what herbs to use and things like that. It'll help me to know how to tweak the spell, what to say when I'm binding him to you and things like that. Okay, so love spell. The love spell is $200, and I require names, date of birth, and pictures. Then when you're ready, you let me know you're ready, that you have your monies together, and then I invoice you through PayPal. Now, if you don't use PayPal, then you can send me money directly from Western Union or MoneyGram. I don't use any of the other apps. I don't have time for all of that kind of stuff. So these are just the ways that I offer, okay? So with the love spell, I will put you on the schedule as soon as payment is received. So it'll be done. It's never longer than a week wait. It's usually done I usually will start it on Wednesday, and then I'll work it Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then after that, I release it by way of flame. And it's quite beautiful release. And I usually post a little video of the releases that I do on my Blue Witch Coven page on Facebook. So you can get on Facebook and request to be a member of the Blue Witch Coven. And then you can see little videos of that, and you can also see testimonies of the other people's love spells that I've done. I try to only post current ones and not have older ones on there. So usually everything that you see will be very, very recent. Like lately I've been seeing like in the last 3 months, I've been seeing 1 month to even a couple of weeks turnaround on wait time for your castings to start working, for the calls to start and the dates being made and the getting back together and, all the good stuff. And again, this is about love spells. So anyways, so after you've paid, you're on the schedule. I like to start them on Wednesday. Then while I'm casting, I will be I cut an apple in half. I use the stars in there. I put oil in them. I put herbs in them. I have lots of special things that I use. On the petition paper, I do blood offerings and sigil work with the gods that I work with, which is Hecate, Lucifer, and Belial. Those are the gods that I work with. I will not work with your gods, so please don't ask me to work with your own personal god, because I don't do that. I only work with mine, the ancients. And if I went to someone else's god and said, hey, will you do this? That would be like you going to mine and asking them to do something for you. You have no relationship. So that's why you come to me. I have built my relationship with my gods, and I love them, and I've given them my life and my soul and my heart and my everything. And so that is why you guys come to me to use my relationship with them. So, and it's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. They are too. They don't mind. So anyways, when I do your petitions, I always start with their sigils and I do a blood offering on them. And that's what you always see me doing. If you watch any of my, you know, I don't know, I think I have like 2,000 videos on witchcraft. But if you watch my videos, you will see that I always start with the sigils, and then I do turn it over and do the petition. You know, I write your name, you know, the target's name, and then your name over the top of it, and then I turn it, and then I write what I want. Okay, then I put your pictures on there, oil, herbs, turn it over. I blood at that time. I use witch's blood, which is mine, to activate the sigils. That's an offering to the gods and thanking them for helping me with your casting and honoring your casting. And then I fold it up, put it in the apple. And then when I'm binding the apple and I'm doing this, I'm like telling them what they're going to think, what they're going to feel, what they're going to see, what they're going to dream about, what they're going to want. You know, you'll think of her every day. You'll think of her when you're sleeping, you're dreaming of her. When you're eating, you're going to think of her. You're going to wonder where she's at, what she's doing, who she's with. And yes, that is obsessive. And so that's where I call it the obsession, because they can't get you out of their mind. Now, the thing is, when I'm doing this type of spell, you are also going to feel this energy. And so sometimes it can be a bit much for my clients, and then they're calling me and they're going, Blue, seriously, you know, I can't sleep. It's making me a nervous wreck. Can you fix this? And so then I do a calm down candle. I don't charge for those. I have some special herbs that I put on them, and I carve your name in there, and then, you know, I call the Kate to come, and I put your name on there and ask that the energy calm down for you, and it works every time. My clients are like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. That really helped. But I know it can be kind of strong, but just remember that whatever you're feeling, they're feeling too. But it's worse for them really, because you know where it's coming from. You know why it's happening. They don't. And so sometimes they freak out about it. And, you know, whatever. So if they haven't contacted you within a couple of weeks, then, you know, 2 or 3 weeks, if you haven't heard anything, I do not want you calling them. But if or stalking them on Facebook or none of that, just try to not even think about the spell. Don't take any of that energy on, okay, if you can help it. I know it's really hard, but try. So try to just like go to the gym, focus on yourself. Self-improvement stuff works really well. If you're getting a lot of that energy and you want to use it to your advantage, you can. You can turn it to your advantage. You can use it to go to the gym and work out. You can use it to make special dinners. You can use it to go shopping. You can take a bath. You can exercise, you know, just meditate, ground yourself. There's so many different things you could do with that energy for self and, you know, for self-growth. I prefer that you guys do that. But if you can't, make the energy balls, say their name, and send it out. Okay? Yeah. And if you still just can't deal with it and you're just like over it, then let me know and I'll do a calm down candle for you, but not for the target. Anyway, so if you haven't heard from them in 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, send them a text. It's super simple. They're your friend. You had a huge relationship with them. Yeah, you had a fight, but you got to get past it anyways. So don't always expect them to, you know, they think you hate them. They think you never want to hear from them again. and they're at home being obsessed over you, thinking about you, wanting to call you, but they can't because they think you hate them or whatever, whatever the case may be. They're trying everything they could do to stop thinking about you, but they can't because there's a spell on them. So call them or send them a text and just say, hey, I was thinking about you. How are you doing? That's it. Don't send some big, heavy, confrontational, I miss you, I want to get back with you. Don't do any of that. Don't do it. Just keep it light and easy. Just say, hi, how are you? I was thinking about you. I just wanted to check on you and see how you're doing. That's it. Pretty simple, right? Not hard. There's no shame in it. There's no, I'm the strong one, he's the strong, none of that. That stuff's got to go. You have no room for that in spell work. Okay, just get rid of that thought process. It's ridiculous. You guys are adults. Don't think like that. I don't want to be the weak one. You would believe how many of my clients are like that. They say, I don't want to be the weak one. I want them to be the weak one and come crawling back to me. Well, once you broke the ice, once you've said hello, that even if they don't respond to you, it's fine. They still see your name pop up on their phone. It still plants the seed in their head, and it's going to trigger all kinds of emotions in them. And that energy is going to go crazy on them. And if they don't answer you right back, that's okay. Wait another week, send another message. Gives them time to get over it. Calm down or whatever they're going to do. Usually they'll always call you right away. But sometimes it depends on a situation, like if they're in another relationship or something like that, then it's a whole nother ball of wax. But you still should send the message and just let it float. Even if they don't respond, it's okay. You planted the seed. The energy's being fed by that, and you're good to go. All right. And then it's just, then when you guys do go on a date or hook up or spend the weekend together, whatever, don't fight. Don't argue. If you run into them somewhere, like you see them at the store or you go to a club and you run into them there, do not ignore them or give them dirty looks or anything like that. Go up to them. Be happy to see them. Even if you have to fake it. If they're like with a date, still, I don't care. Go up to them and say hello. Just be like, hi, I miss you so much, and give them a hug. And then go, oh, I see you're on a date. I'll talk to you later. Have a great night. And turn around and leave. You're the one they're going to be thinking of. They're not even going to give that date a second thought once that happens. That's done. They're probably going to be like, yeah, I'm not feeling good. I got to go home. And I've had this happen. So I know the guy was just like, yeah, I got to go. I got to get up and go to work in the morning, and made up some excuse. And he went straight to her house. And they've been together ever since. And so these kind of things happen, but just be happy to see them. When they call you, be happy to hear their voice. Just be like, oh, I'm so glad you called. If you're busy, answer the phone anyways and say, hey, I'm so happy that you called me. I really want to talk to you, but I'm in the middle of this meeting right now. Can I call you back when I get out of the meeting? And then they'll be like, well, yeah, and so, they're like shocked. And of course, then when you get out of the meeting, you call them back and you're like, how are you? What's going on? What's new and exciting in your life? I don't know. I know things are always different for everyone. Some people have kids together, and so this creates a whole nother dynamic in love spells, and it's really difficult because you have to see some people even live together, and they have to do a love spell because they're separating, they have kids together, and they're still living in the same house. So you can't like not see him or not talk to him. So these are special circumstances that we can talk about, you know, privately, and try to figure out the best way for you to handle it. Yeah. So the most important thing is not to fight. Do not fight with them. If they call you and they start an argument with you, just tell them, just say, I'm sorry you feel this way. I really can't talk right now. You know, we can talk later when you're feeling better. And I got to go, bye, and hang up. You know, and just don't fight with, don't engage in any negative energy with him, okay, or her. Either way, it works both ways. So, I think that's about it, you guys. I think that's it. I covered how long it takes. Everyone's different. It depends. Everyone has a different situation, okay? Some people just broke up. Some people are with other people, and then we have to do a breakup and wait for that to work. And then, you know, so that can take a few months. And so that could take a little bit longer. You know, it just depends, like I said. So everyone's a different situation. Sometimes there was a huge fight, and you know, you have to work those things out. And also, if it's a really serious problem, and I do a comeback love for you, and you guys have had a huge toxic relationship, if you will, then I highly recommend that when you get back together, that you get some type of counseling to fix the problem. Otherwise, you guys are both going to be stuck in a relationship and you're going to be unhappy. And I don't want you guys to be unhappy. That's defeating the whole purpose of a love spell. Love spell is supposed to be happy and love and, you know, unity and beauty and prosperity and all these good things to build together. And so I really encourage people to get some type of help or a way to repair your broken relationship. I can do the spell to get you guys back together so that you can work on it. But I can't make you work on it. And I don't want my clients to be in unhappy relationships. So please be responsible enough to know that you're in a toxic relationship. But, you know, some people have invested 20 years into someone, or 10 years, or 5 years into someone, and they don't want to give it all away, and, you know, everything that you built together, just because you're having certain issues. So when you get back together, please get some type of constructive way to repair your relationship so that it will last forever. Okay, you guys, that is it for this video, and I love you all. Thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Peace out.